All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Unknown Games Podcast with our game of the year, actually games of the year for last year, 2023, not 2024, because we haven't played anything that much. So, plus we can't just predict the future unless you want us to. We can try it. But we are here to talk about our top three, each of us. By each of us, I mean myself, NinjaTrixta, Adrian. Wow, I just said my own name.
I forgot your own name.
No, it's just weird when you say your own name. When you introduce yourself, you're like, my name is Adrian. Hello, everyone. And then, of course, my co-host, Alex. How's it going?
Yo, what's up? It's me, Alex. I'm the game duck, bitch.
I forgot how many times he's died, come back, and
that's my new intro. I'm trying it out for a little bit.
Yeah, let it rock, man. And then,
I'm
of course,
game duck bitch.
I'm the game duck bitch. And then, of course, the DJing kid himself, Ehe. He's no longer degenerate. He's no longer a degenerate.
DJ kid.
I never DJ in my life.
Now you have to. Now you got to start.
Now you got to start, man.
You should start, dude.
It's my career now. My name is Hey.
Did it just sound like hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like you like. Oh yeah.
I'm past. Don't worry. I am passing the symptoms of whatever I have on to everyone over the internet, and it's okay. One day you will all be like me, saying.
That sounds like a threat, dude. That's how genocide starts, dude.
That's the genesis of illness.
You know what we should talk about? Frieza. Was Frieza racist?
Yes, Frieza was very racist.
I mean, he is. He literally destroyed a whole
He very much is.
Yeah,
there was no question.
He enslaved a group of green people. I feel like he is a racist.
And he gave them a racial slur too. He did everything.
He didn't treat the Saiyans very kindly. Yeah.
No, he did not. He did not treat them kindly.
The English dub of Dragon Ball is insane. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, it really went through its phases.
Every time he talk about Saiyan, it's crazy, dude. It's just like a full-on racist.
Yeah, I know, right?
Full on, man. But I guess we'll go ahead and give our little shout-outs really quickly. You know, if you're joining us here on YouTube Live, thanks for joining us. If you're watching, or if you're listening, I guess you could technically be watching too on Spotify or listening on Spotify or any of the audio services. Thank you so much for listening and sticking with us for like 3 years, going into the 4th year of this podcast. I think I got that right. Yeah, your support is always welcome. And if you would like to, you can also donate. Alex is just like laughing about something. I don't like looking like what happened.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, if you would like to donate to us, who knows, maybe we'll get an editor this year. Maybe we'll step the game up a little bit. You can always go to our anchor.fm page, which is technically the same, UGP cast, and show some support. Tell your friends and family about us. And yeah, we're going to hop on into this episode because we're going to try to keep it to an hour somehow. We're going to try it.
Yeah.
Games of the year. Our games of the year. So I guess who wants to start? Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about their, I don't know, you can either do, I guess, your number 3, 2, 1. Is that how we want to do it? 3, 2, 1?
Let's do our 3 first and then move on to like our second one.
Okay.
Like
we all go.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good. I like that. I guess I'll go first. We'll just do it this way. Okay, I'll just go first.
Are you okay, man?
Wait, what? Are you talking about me or are you talking about...
Yeah, no, you. Sorry, yeah, we'll do it. All right. Who wants to go first? Rock, paper, scissors this shit? Or like what? We do like
we can't see it has rock, paper, or scissors. This is like telepathic.
No, I just said whatever comes to my mind. Paper.
Okay, so we'll do like a countdown. Oh wait, do you have like a sound that you can play for us, Alex?
No.
And then we all just chime in on that sound.
What's on this sound? Okay, I'll do the quack. Ready? What's ready for that? Okay. 1, 2.
Wait, what are we doing?
I don't even know.
We're gonna say rock, paper, or scissors.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Paper.
What?
Paper, bitches. All right. Oh, doesn't matter. Adrian, you go first. You
Okay,
lead us off. Yeah. What's your number 3 game?
You should do first.
What's your number 3 game, Adrian? Hit us
That
up.
feels like a fever dream. What the hell was happening?
Yeah.
I don't. This is what happens when I spread the illness, chat. Everybody, this is what happens. So yeah, I guess I had a hard time with my number 3. I played 30 something games last year, and there's a good chunk that are FMV games, including Erica. Thanks for that wonderful time. I'm so glad I found the original because I fell asleep the second time I played it. So that was much better. But you know, I typically play a lot of story games, and last year I caught up to playing As Dusk Falls, and that was the Microsoft published game with kind of like the still picture, like still frames essentially. And I remember thinking that the game itself was going to be kind of, I was like, how can you like something that's just still frames for an extended period of time, right? And so it was on sale, and I was like, you know what, let me just give this a try, because I've played so many types of narrative based games in between this time. And if you play it on Twitch, you can actually do like a Twitch integration where people can choose the decisions, like you can all vote for it, which is pretty cool. But it ended up being a heck of a ride. I have to say, it's essentially like a movie, but with so many different paths, and you really do see the different ways that the story changes in each of the characters, how they either can live or they can die, or they have certain ways that they can walk out of the situation. And I remember looking back at when I finally finished the game, I looked back at it, and it, like the whole story chart, there were so many routes that I did not do in, I think, around a 6 to 8 hour playthrough. There were so many options and routes that just were not unlocked. And I was just really impressed by the art, the acting, and yeah, just the amount of choices. And the chat really enjoyed just seeing it as well. And it's not all 100% just still frames. It's like there is motion that is happening in there, but that was my number 3. There's a ton of things that I could have chose from. Hi-Fi Rush definitely up there on the list too, but yeah, that was my number 3 for last year, and I think the game came out in 2022 or 2023, somewhere around there. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to get it. It is on Xbox. You can also get it on. I think it's coming out on PS5 this year. So.
Oh, this year? Oh
yeah. So if you're looking
I still
for
play that game.
As Dusk Falls.
Yeah.
I encourage you. It's good characters and a really cute dog. Really cute dog.
Was the dog like the selling point?
That dog, man, went ham on some bank robbers in my game. I don't know what happens in someone else's games, but that dog, dude. But I will say, if it's definitely one of those games where it's for a mature audience. There are definitely subjects of like suicide, violence, domestic violence. There's a lot of topics that are kind of covered in there sometimes, and but overall, it doesn't hammer it too hard. But just a heads up, it does pop up in the story, and the game does warn you too. So,
it's like a content warning. It's like, hey,
yeah, it's like a content warning, just in case, because there are some moments, especially with some of the characters. But yeah, that was my number 3. All right, who's next? Unless you have some questions, I don't know. Who's next? Who's next?
Hey, you can go, man.
I can go. Okay.
Yeah.
My number 3 pick will be. Oh, it's also have a 3 in the name. I just realized, dude, that's so insane.
That's it's fate.
Dang.
Oh yeah, my number 3
you got 2 3s.
This is a series that I used to hate because of the second game, but because I'm willing to try the third game, I fell in love with the series back again, and it's Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and the expansion pass Future Redeem, and like. I hate Xenoblade. Back then, I hate Xenoblade because the first Xenoblade game I first played was Xenoblade 2.
Mm-hmm.
I get into it for like 60 hours.
Yeah.
And I still haven't beaten the game. I was like, how the hell is this shit still going? And then
So the story's like not good.
I mean, like
Is
the
it like the
story is
first
good,
game?
but all of no the Xenoblade 2 the story is good, but the things surrounding the story, like the gameplay, the overworld
So like everything else.
exploration,
Everything else.
the skills. You know, like you can be stuck in that game if you don't have enough field levels. It's like a skill check, but it's like for overworld traveling, for like overworld like exploring. So if you don't have the skill check enough for it, you cannot access this area. So come back sometime else when you level up enough. Like this sucks.
Is it kind of like an
This is
MMO
awful.
then? It's like an
it's,
MMO.
it's definitely like an MMO. But does MMO have a skill check for like area? I don't
kind
think
of,
so,
because
right?
like if there's a high level area, you like walk into it and you're like, "Wow, what's this field?" And then you just get like destroyed by goblins and shit. You're like, "Oh, okay, fuck,
But
I guess."
this is
But
like
but I guess in an
the
MMO you
skill
have the
check is
choice
like
to like leave the area. I'm guessing in this you couldn't actually enter the area on the map,
but
kind of thing.
I want to explore. I don't want to be like restrained by something if I want to explore stuff. You have like a skill check of like level 5 in like the starting area. Like what the hell would you put that there?
I feel like some MMOs are like that, where you like enter a part of the field is like huge example, but there's like parts of the field that like there's some high level content or higher level content that you can technically try to explore. You can try to like weasel your way through there, but if you get into any kind of fight, you'll get like killed.
Which is nice. I think Ed is saying that they don't even let you do the exploration part.
But you can't even
like,
walk
you
into
cannot
it.
You explore. And then like at the end of the game, there's also a skill check too. Like it's literally blocking you. Yeah, it's literally blocking you from finishing the game if you don't have that enough skill check. I was like, okay, I'm done with this game. I'm not playing this shit anymore.
Is it just like is it like an invisible wall that won't let you in, or is it?
And then it's like a door. You have to have like I don't know, like mechanical level 3, electrician level 5.
It's like this door.
It's like multiple stuff, and then and also like the gacha character stuff.
Oh,
there's a gacha in that game.
There's a gacha,
stand for like JoJo stand.
Yeah.
So for the sequel, I guess, or the third game, like
the third game, remove all of that. Remove all the. It's just like a regular JRPG, and then like I used to hate British people.
Oh my god! Oh shit! You're free. You're
well,
free.
I mean, technically,
like, you know, like what you want, you know, the way they talk.
Holy
and then like after I played the game, after I played Xenoblade 3, I was like, oh my god, I fell in love with this,
British people are
accent.
With the accent or the people.
That's
both.
Like both, everything. There's a character called Uni, and she's like a bass mouth.
Yeah, she like swears a lot, right?
Yeah. You know the character, the broad girl, and the voice actor is amazing. And then I just looked it up today. Apparently, Xenoblade 3 was her first voice acting job. Acting job for like a video game. So that was amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, everything about this game like literally fixes and everything I have problem with Xenoblade 2. This game have introduced a hero system where there can be like an extra party that can join you, and then you can inherit their stuff, their class to your main party character. So like in like JRPG, like like the main party have like their own job, right? You can switch around their job. So like the main character is called Noah, right? If Noah wants to be like a healer, he can be a healer, and then like the other character can be a attacker or something. I forget the name. Assaulter, yeah.
So is it like it's like a free job? If you switch jobs, do you reset your level down to like 1, or like how does that work?
Yeah. There's a reset. If it only reset once, I think, and then after you change it again, it still keep the level that you were on during the time. Yeah.
So if you were attacker like level 50 and you switch to like a healer, you're level 1 healer, right?
No. I mean like the character level wouldn't be like.
Oh, your character level isn't.
The class level would reset to level 1 again.
Okay,
when
you're
unlock
like a healer 1, but you can go back to attack and you'll jump. You'll jump back up to wherever you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also like the story in this game is amazing. I have never seen a story about the indomitable will of human spirit as good as this. It
Oh,
is
really?
so good. I feel motivated after I beat this game. I can do anything. I can do anything I want. This is amazing.
You
I
became
can
then
go out
you,
there.
My
now
goodness.
you're a pro basketball player now.
You
Yeah.
can do it.
It's just amazing. I cannot spoil anything about that game because you need to experience it for the first time.
How long is
And
the game?
then
It's like
just-
100 hours, right?
I'm not sure. I think like I clock in like 90 hours plus
Yeah.
the expansion pass.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
like, yeah, I've also played the expansion. The expansion is like 20 hours, I think, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the expansion, you play as this guy Matthew. His name is Matthew. I never see a cooler Matthew than Matthew Xenoblade.
What?
I swear to God, I have never seen a
You
cooler
just
Matthew
ain't
than
met. You
Matthew
just ain't
Xenoblade.
met the real cool Matthew yet, bro.
I
Don't
don't
worry,
know,
he out
but
there.
yeah.
He's out
I
there.
don't know if they can compare to Matthew Xenoblade, but yeah, in this expansion pack is it connects Xenoblade 1 and 2 to the Xenoblade 3. I mean, the Xenoblade 3 is like the concussion of the whole saga.
Oh, the whole
right?
series?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is the expansion pass is like the actual like what's it called again? The
Like
thing
the-
that connected that
okay.
connected Xenoblade 1 and 2 to Xenoblade 3 because in the party in the DLC you have I can remember the guy from the first game, the blonde kid.
Not Shulk.
Shulk, yeah, Shulk.
Oh, it is Shulk.
That-
Shulk, okay.
There
Not
is Shulk,
Shulk?
yeah. You have Shulk and
Sexy
Rex
Hulk,
from
Oh, I'm actually seeing it on the
you have
screen right
Shulk
now.
and Rex.
Oh, and I see Matthew as well. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sexy,
Matthew. That's the
sexy
coolest
Hulk,
Matthew
yeah.
I've ever seen in my life. It's
Yeah.
so good. Then
Yeah.
also there's like a hot character called A. Searching for that character fan art is so hard because I will A fan art. It's just so hard to search for it. But yeah, Matthew and no, not Matthew. Shulk and Rex both return in the DLC. And that DLC also like masterfully written. I like Rex after I played the Future Redeem expansion.
But
I
like
used to
not,
hate
but
that
not,
kid.
but not in the actual game, right?
Yeah,
So
the
that's-
adult Rex. I will have a beer with him. That's a cool guy. That's a cool dude.
This is
Yeah,
this
he
is
looks
why
like
it's called Future
he like got
Redeemed.
old, right? He aged up.
Yeah, I mean, like this game is like after like 100 years or something. I can remember.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But-
because I'm
yeah,
looking at
definitely.
pictures of Rex in 2 and Rex in it's like 2 different characters.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But he's still that kid, you know. He's still that kid. But yeah,
Sweet.
that's my number 3, Xenoblade 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and the Future Redeem expansion. Amazing game.
Well, you can grab that on the Switch. If anyone is randomly curious, you can grab them all on the Switch.
Yeah, because it's Nintendo second party, right?
Is it a weird? It's like, is it first
Yeah,
party?
Monolith Soft. Monolith
second-
Soft, I
it's
think
first party,
Monolith Soft
right?
is second.
I think Monolith is second party, yeah.
Monolith is
Okay.
second party.
I forget they do their first party kind of weird. Like first party is only Nintendo.
It's only
But
internal.
also
Nintendo.
like Monolith Soft also helped with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
maybe.
not sure.
Yeah, they did.
They said don't do anything else.
I
Work on it.
really wish there would be more Xenosaga games, but that's just
No,
me, man.
no,
That's just
don't
me,
worry, man. It's not happening.
Yeah,
Not enough
never.
waifus in
Honestly,
there.
yeah, never.
There is a Xenoblade Chronicle X, rumor
For the Wii U,
the
yeah.
remake. Yeah, it's gonna be a remake.
Yeah. Yeah, should Nintendo bought Monolith? Yeah, it used to be Bandai Namco, and then Nintendo was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"I
bot
want
bot.
you." And they just took.
And they
Took
took it
them,
like
yeah.
a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like now you're going to make Xeno games.
They know
forever.
they took it like Frieza. Dang, that's a whole different context when you say it
Yeah.
that way. They took it like Frieza. So Alex, what was your number 3?
I like barely played any games last year, honestly. The only games I ever played were on stream. So I didn't even play that many, but I'm gonna have to go with Neo: The World Ends with You, which is a game that came out like 2 years ago, maybe 2021, I think.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like never got around to it. It was like I bought it on a Steam sale, and then I'm like, I'll get to this later. And then I played it finally. So, yeah, that would be my number 3. Just honestly by default, I think I only played 3 games last year. So
You played Super Mario RPG.
I did, yeah. I
You said
should
you
have
played
said
more than
that.
3. You played more than
I
3.
Yeah, I should have said SMRPG. But anyways, it's too late now. So, no, like I like World Ends with You. Like that game, the first game came out on the DS, right? Like 2007 or something like that. It was like definitely like a standout game for me for Square at the time because it was or it is unique. It's kind of got a cool vibe to it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any like screenshots or gameplay of either the first or the second game.
Yeah.
But it's got like a super stylized anime look to it, which at the time when it released was like was kind of unique. And the game just kind of leaves an impression with you because it's got like a really good soundtrack and like the systems were novel at the time where you had to keep up with the trends because the game takes place in Shibuya, which is known for being a really trendy, fashiony part of Tokyo. So the game kind of plays into that by being like, oh, this brand is really popular in this area. So if you wear a lot of this clothing, you'll get a stat boost. So you kind of have to like keep an eye on like the trends and being like, oh, I gotta get a new wardrobe, and you gotta go to a different store. You gotta like change your wardrobe and stuff. So they kind of play into that a lot, but I think in the sequel that whole system is kind of downplayed, which is like whatever. I actually didn't try to keep up with it too much in the first game, but I don't know. It takes place a few years after the first game, so after a long time, like we finally got a sequel to it, and it is to me really novel because it really recreates Shibuya like into a game world. So if you've been to Shibuya, if you've been to Tokyo, it's obviously like a real place in Tokyo, and then they have their own stores and stuff. And the game kind of does its best to recreate like that real like the layout of the actual city. And there are real stores in the game. So there's like Tokyo Hands, which is like a real store.
Okay. Yeah, that's a real store.
There's like Tower Records, which again is a real store. And there's also like Staya, which is
in the movie, the Blockbuster equivalent.
Yeah,
basically.
well, the cafe kind of thing. Although the Shibuya Staya is a weird Staya, honestly. But yeah, so they're all real locations, and the parks are real locations. So, and Parko's in there too. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, as someone that lives in Tokyo and I go to Shibuya sometimes, it's just like, oh, this is the place. This is I grew here in real life. That's cool. So, but other than that, it's a pretty I don't want to say standard, but it's a good JRPG. It's got a weird battle system where your party is mapped to face buttons. So you map a party member to a skill to a face button. So Square will only do one attack from one party member, and likewise with like triangle and like trigger and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's fun. It's a decent JRPG.
There we go. I think you can get this actually. It's on PC as well. I know
it's on like everything,
Epic.
dude. It's on Switch, PS4, and PC.
Okay. I don't think it's on Steam for
it
whatever.
Is on Steam.
Is it on Steam?
It is on Steam.
It's on Steam, yeah.
Okay.
They ported it already. I
Yeah.
mean, they
Okay.
released it on Steam already.
Yeah.
I remember it was like during that weird time when Square was
like exclusive to the Epic games.
exclusive. Yeah, the Epic, and it was like okay.
They're still doing that, but it's time now.
Okay.
It's the time exclusivity.
What's the last game that was on Epic that's exclusive for a period?
FF7 remake.
Oh, right.
Interval.
No, Stranger Paradise was actually exclusive.
Oh yeah. And then
yes,
they slowly adding it back into Steam.
It's so funny that Epic was just like, "Oh, we'll pay you
some
big bucks for your PC games," and Square's like, "All right, FF7."
8 months.
Well, I mean, Kingdom Hearts is still exclusive. Still.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Technically, yeah.
I don't think that game is coming to Steam anytime at all.
I wonder why. To be honest, yeah. Like, what did Square pay for that?
For Kingdom Hearts?
For Kingdom Hearts,
obviously, like $3 billion. That's the best game franchise of all time.
I'm so because like FF7 is on Steam now. Like they couldn't keep 7, right?
They couldn't keep 7.
I wonder if they wanted like 7 for exclusive, and then Square was like, okay, give us like 100 million, and Square's like, or Epic was like, we can't afford that, and then Square's like, all right, well, fuck you then. So, like, sorry.
I'm wondering, does it have
Heart?
Like I don't know why Kingdom Hearts, honestly, like I wonder what Disney has to deal with that part of it as well, because I've heard that is a whole different beast.
You think does Disney have any rights over the publishing for Kingdom Hearts?
How much are mods a part of the Epic Game
no
Store?
way.
How much are what? Sorry.
How much are mods, like the mod scene, is it part of the Epic Game Store?
I mean,
don't really,
you can
I
mod.
assume you can still mod stuff.
You can mod
on
anything,
Epic Games.
really. Yeah, but
I'm wondering
I don't
if
think
that
that affects
potentially.
anything. I don't think that affects anything, honestly. Since like you can freely mod Epic games too.
Yeah.
You can mod Fortnite even. I see some people do it.
Well, the question is it more of a known process or something that's more known? People like go out of their way to do on the Epic Game Store, because Epic's not as large of a store as the Steam store, obviously. And like the first thing, like Steam even has like sections for mods, you know, like that's a whole thing.
I mean, it's based on like the game, not the game store.
No, I'm saying like.
I think what you're trying to say is
Disney
like, is the community, the people that
Square
buy on Epic, are they more likely to mod?
Are they more likely to mod? And I don't think that's a big factor. Who knows? It could be. You never know, because Capcom legit is over here putting DRM in their games. Or did they backtrack? I don't know if they backtracked on it again.
I think I would argue that
it's a thing for a Japanese company.
I would say that Steam is definitely the more normie store for PC. Steam is such a big name that even if you're just getting into PC gaming for the very first time, I would argue you're way more likely to know of Steam as opposed to GOG or Epic Games Store or something like that.
Yeah.
So if the question is like, are people that play on Epic Games more likely to mod? I would say they're no more likely to mod than people on Steam.
Yeah.
Like Steam is like, I mean, they have such a hold on the PC gaming industry that I think they're seen as the default store. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
I thought like every game used to be on Steam. I was searching for League of Legends on Steam. Like, what
it's
the
not
hell?
on Steam.
But
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah.
But it is on Epic for that money.
Is it on Epic?
It
No,
is.
it's not.
All of
It is?
Riot's catalog
Valorant is. I know Valorant is.
I think League is as well. I mean, you still launch through the League launcher, or you know, like the
Riot launcher.
The Riot launcher. I think League is on there too, right? I know.
I'm typing in League of
No,
Legends
League of
right
Legends
now.
is not. It's Rocket League.
I don't. Oh no, he's right. It is on. It's on there. Yep.
It is.
I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Oh, Indonesia have like a different launcher for LOL. For League
Oh,
of
you still?
Legends.
I think you probably still have to boot it up through the
Yeah.
actual Riot launcher, though.
They
Yeah,
have
It's one of those
Genshin,
weird
too.
things.
Yeah, they do have Genshin. Yeah,
yeah.
which is
They have Genshin.
hilarious.
They have like a
got
lot of
Star
the free to play gacha. Any of that stuff is I mean, it's on Steam as well, but I guess they have it like front and center on Epic on their little store. So,
Oh my god, is Nikkei on here? No, Nikkei.
but not
on
Nikkei
here.
though. But not them butts ain't there, bro. Them butts.
That'd be so funny. Why? I don't know why you'd play Nikkei through the Epic Game Launcher, but
Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
our
Nikkei.
second game.
Our second game. For me, this is a toss up. Honestly, like there's some good crap out there. Armored Core 6, fudge. That was I was
That was
very
an amazing
very
game.
that was an amazing game. But I would have to go back 7 years ago for a game that I complained about so many times of my life and did not understand why the heck something called Breath of the Wild could be game changing. Good Lord.
that's how old that game is now. 7 years.
7 years. Yeah, that game came out in 2017. But yeah, it was my first time playing Breath of the Wild. My community really wanted me to like they love it. They wanted me to play it. I really did.
Did you? And you also loved it. You were like, yeah, this game's awesome.
By the end of the game, you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. If I didn't play it on stream and I didn't have people kind of helping me a little bit, like easing some of the stuff, I could not get past the first 10, 20 minutes of the game. The
Like,
controls are. This game is the most archaic thing that's super popular I've ever played. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You just like
What
didn't
are
like
these-
it.
The controls are something to get used to. They really are. There's also some other decisions where I'm just like, why do I have to do it this way? But other than that, like once you get past some things like combat, I hate combat. I literally ran through half of the game and did not fight. Until I had to fight.
I find that almost funny because like combat's such a huge part of that game.
So a lot of the crafting, and I'm not really good at crafting and cooking and all that stuff in
Right.
any other type of
Oh.
management sim game. That's just like not my thing. So that was also another thing. Like my community, they hate when I play it because they're like, I mean, like, they're watching me see it, but they're like, "Yo, Trix, you should eat. Yo, you got anything to cook?" I'm like, "Open inventory. You see these
you're
apples?
like not even making
Give me
food in that game. You're just
I
like-
don't even make the apples in the game." But what I loved so much, what I fell in love with for the game is I fell in love with the world itself. Like I didn't use the horse that often. I ran.
Oh yeah,
you
same.
just use
The
like Just
I
like
barely use my horse too.
I ran,
sprinted.
I climbed. I love how when you are just out in the world and you see the leaves blowing by, you see the wind, you see the clouds moving. I feel like the clouds moving just makes the world feel so much more alive because it's like one of those things where you don't think about it, but we have like day and night cycles in a lot of games. We have, the sun comes up and the moon comes out, but there's just something about when the clouds are moving and then the weather changes with that and it's so natural. Like I felt like it was a very much a breathing, like a living, breathing world, with nothing in it and no music in it to really hold your attention much. But I fell in love with that, and I fell in love with a lot of the puzzles. I really because I love puzzles. I love puzzles in
Oh yeah,
games,
yeah, yeah.
and doing all of the shrines as much as possible before you're just like, okay, I just want to go finish the game. Like it was just an amazing experience in that way, and I kind of bonded with the characters by making fun of Link, calling him Lunk, and some things that like honestly playing it on stream helped a lot because of those kind of nicknames and things I would give. Mifa became my new wife. Ooh, kind of. Mifa.
I want her brother.
You want that Sedan? Why
Yeah.
is he so tall in the second game?
Sidon.
I know he got older, but that man is a giant.
Wait, they're literally the same size, I think.
No, so I was on stream last time on Tears of the Kingdom, and Link comes up to that man's crotch. I was just like, wait a minute, I don't remember him being
it's
this
perfect
tall.
height. It's perfect height, baby.
Yeah, the perfect guy.
But anyways, this was the game that made me pick up my Switch. Played it off stream, played it on stream, played it even on a train when like on vacation. So yeah, that was my.
What I
second
love about
game.
that game is like the feeling of loneliness when you're like, I don't know. There's just something about being alone during the whole game. It just feels special to me.
It's
I
just
don't know
you.
why.
It's just you in the world, man. It's just
Yeah,
you in the
yeah. It's
world,
like
and
you're really connected to the world because you're alone. There's no one helping you. I mean, you talk to character, but still, you felt that loneliness of
and you
traveling
really,
alone.
I mean, it really is like an adventure, right? Like they don't give you anything.
Yeah.
Like my chat had to tell me, like, hey, actually, there's a shrine over there that's an actual tutorial for you. And I'm like, huh? There's a shrine that's a tutorial that I skipped for about 15 hours.
When
The
that
heck?
game
Come on
first
now.
released, there's a lot of people that missed like the combat shrine, like the first combat
The
shrine, the
combat, yeah,
tutorial
on top of
combat
the
shrine.
village, yeah. I was like, you got to be, because I didn't know I could. I didn't know about the parry that much. My friend, someone was like, "Oh yeah, you can do like a little side hop thing." I'm like, "What the heck? You can do a backflip and time slows." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
You didn't know any of that?
They don't tell. That's why. That's
Yeah,
specifically
you
why
missed. Yeah.
in Tears of the Kingdom you start out at a tutorial.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's specifically. And my only issue, and it's not with this game, it's with Tears of the Kingdom and me, is that I played it right after playing Breath of the Wild. And
You
it
went
messed
back to
me
back.
yeah.
Holy shit.
It
That's
messed
crazy.
me up. It's done.
Usually people have a 7 years break before.
Yeah,
that,
you went
so,
back to back.
I went
yeah.
into it,
you went
and
back to back.
I can tell you right now, that game felt like a DLC expansion.
It does. It is a DLC. That's why
It-
it won the best expansion. That game won the best expansion of the year.
But I will say, if I would have played it 7 years later, even though I got a little bit of the effect of it, I was glad to see all the characters who came back.
Yeah.
I was
When
glad
I
to see
played
him.
Tears of the Kingdom after 7 years, it felt so special to me to see like Sidon and
Him
just
and
like
Tulin. That's my boy,
yeah,
man. That
the kid, yeah, the
Woo!
baby kid,
that baby
the
kid, he can
bird,
shoot. Man, I love that kid
the
now.
baby bird. I love that kid too. Yeah.
So, anyways, that was my second one. Moving on. Rest in peace, Mifa.
I just noticed like the two games in my list have number 3 in their name. Xenoblade 3, and then of course my number 2. This is the hard part for me because
Wow,
this game
really?
and like the other game, the number 1 game, I have to like think about it. I was like, okay, I enjoyed the number 1 game more than this game, Baldur's Gate 3. I know like people have this on like their game of the year. If I didn't play the number 1 game this year, this would have been me number 1, and Armor Core 6 would have made the list. But Baldur's Gate 3 You heard it already. It's like game of the decade or like something like anything like that. But yeah, this is the first time I ever played like a proper what would you call it?
The CRPG?
CRPG?
Yeah.
Table RPG,
Yeah.
like tabletop RPG. I have never played like a tabletop RPG like Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm.
I know a lot of people that like really like them, and so like my friend have been telling me, hey, you need to get this game. This is like a proper Dungeons and Dragons story, but you don't have to deal with other people. So like, okay, that seems fun. I might try it. And then like I try it. It runs so bad on my previous PC before I upgraded my PC because I have like a 1660 and like only have like 120 gigabyte of like SSD. So I have to play it on.
Holy shit, that's tiny. Dude, that's so
Yeah,
tiny.
it
So
was.
this game is like,
Whoa.
isn't this game like 110
Yeah.
or 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I play on a hard disk and the loading time
Was
is
so shitty.
excruciating. Yeah. So, but like the good thing about this game, when you load into an area, you don't like there is not much like loading screen. There's like just a huge open area you can just explore, even like inside the door, like inside like a house or like a dungeon. But yeah, I was playing on a old SPC, but I feel like it just add to the experience. It just felt like a special journey for me because like every time I have to load up to another chapter, it took at least like, I don't know, 10 minutes probably loading up.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Whoa, that's
word.
crazy, dude.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
My hard disk was the real MVP last year before I upgraded my PC. So yeah, you heard all about this game, how you can like bang all the people there.
I'm waiting for Shadowheart.
Oh,
I'm waiting.
Oh, you picked Shadowheart. I forget about that. I'm all about that card, like baby. That,
I can get with you on that. This is the weirdest conversation. Continuing.
I can't even like say anything about the story because like everyone's story in this game gonna be different. Like you can like in chapter 1 alone, you can have like so many different endings, so many different options. The way you like the way you face encounter, how you don't kill these people, you just knock it out, and then if you knock that guy out, they can appear in chapter 3, like the last chapter, and like say thank you, and then like help you in the final battle. So like yeah. The thing I love about this game is just so interconnecting with like chapter 1 and chapter 2 is basically like building up to chapter 3, and then like everything you did in chapter 1 and chapter 2 have like effect, like even the smallest thing, like you help a cow, like there's this shape shifting cow. If you don't kill this cow during chapter 1 or chapter 2, he became like a mass murderer in the shoot. Yeah, it become like a globe, like a globe monster, like a cum monster. I mean, like
what the fuck? What the fuck?
It become like this goo monster, and then it just kill everybody.
Oh my god.
So you need to like, if you have like the conscious, when you find out about this cow, you don't have to kill it or like let it free. And I missed the time to kill it, so like it killed a few people. It became a mass murderer, and I have to put it down.
You have to put down the cum monster.
Dang,
it was amazing.
It was amazing putting down the cum monster.
That's so funny.
Oh,
the cum monster.
We can't even go to...
I cannot even explain how it looks. It literally looked like a goo. It's just a goop monster.
If I type in Baldur's Gate 3 cum monster, like why say it?
No, don't.
Does it just look like muck or something? Is it just like like Pokemon?
But he disguised as a cow. So when in chapter 1, when you visit like a certain like place, a certain like settlement.
So are you telling me I should kill him? Should I go ahead and do it? I ain't got to him yet.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna find you a cow apparently.
When you walk past him, you're gonna hear like a moo, but it's not like a moo of a cow. You just a guy saying moo, like moo.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like a guy in a cow suit with a cow fetish.
The cow man.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It is like amazing game. Like it have an amazing choice. It have amazing ending, and I got to like an epilogue where there's a party. I'm not gonna spoil it for Tricks, but yeah,
I'm
by
looking
Baldur's Gate
forward.
3.
I do imagine myself probably beating this game in the summer at the rate I go, but it's fun. Like I said, this is also my first time playing a CRPG, and it was part of it's fun that I like it in also Dungeons and Dragons like tabletop stuff. I've never done that as well, so
Yeah.
like I feel like I'm learning in a game for the first time in a long time. Like I'm actually learning systems or reading and paying attention, and trying to get used to the controls because I want to. Breath of the Wild, I got used to the controls because I had to, not because I wanted to. Not because I wanted to.
I had that feeling too. I want to learn about my character, what my skill is. I just want to know everything about my character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Baldur's Gate 3. God, I can't believe it was number 2. It's gonna be kind of crazy to hear what that number 1 is. Alex, what? Wait, yeah, you're number 2. Wait, did I get this right? Am I?
Okay, man. Yeah.
Road is number 2.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. My number 2 is indie game of the year, Sea of Stars.
Okay.
It's like a retro-inspired JRPG. So I don't know. It's pretty simple. I think it's like with a second game or something by like a Canadian studio in like Quebec. So
Sabotage, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys
Messenger
know anything
was
about
fire.
Canada, you might know that there's a province in the East Coast that just speaks French. It's like the only French-speaking province in Canada.
Yeah.
And because of how history played out for Canada, like we officially have 2 languages, English and French, even though the country's like 90% English speaking. But yeah, Quebec has a very strong identity, right, as the only French-speaking province. But yeah, so the studios from Quebec, and they made this indie game, it's good. It's got a really cool pixel art like look to it. So I mean, I have a kind of a weird relationship with like indie games that try to have pixel art because I find they look very attractive, but I may not enjoy how they actually play.
Yeah.
But no, like CSR is a very safe, I would say, like JRPG in terms of combat and story. Combat is like inspired by Super Mario RPG. If you guys ever played that, like with kind of remnants of like Chrono Trigger. So if you kind of grew up in like the 90s and 2000s, like you will probably be at home just in how this game plays. So it has like a timing based system. So like it's SMRPG, Super RPG, where you hit A like right before your attack lands, or you get hit by an attack, you'll do like a follow up hit for free, or you'll do like a defense thing, and then you'll take less damage. The whole game kind of works off that. And then it also has like a rock paper scissors mechanic to its battle system, where like some characters, like some enemies, when they start casting like a spell, they'll have I don't know, like a list of icons on screen. And you basically have to counter, like you have to hit them with those elements to cancel their cast. So a lot of the boss fights will go in phases where it's like typical hits, like you just get hit like by the boss, and then they'll start casting, and they have like 6 or something, like locks they're called. And if you can interrupt their cast by like successfully breaking all those locks with your attacks, you'll cancel the cast and you'll be pretty much safe from like some super hit or something like that. If you can't cancel that cast, you'll get hit, and then you'll be scrambling to like heal your party back up before you get wiped. So the strategy is like that kind of tug of war where you're like trying to, do you be offensive and hit them with your best skills, or are you healing, or are you trying to cancel a cast? So it's like a little bit of an extra dimension to that combat, which I thought was new and novel, and I'd never played a game like that, so that was fun. And then when you're playing a JRPG, like you're in battles for like, I don't know, like half the time.
30 minutes.
Yeah, like the way that a JRPG handles its battle system is very, very important to your overall satisfaction of that game, because there's number one, usually JRPGs are really long, and you're in combat for a ton of that time. If combat sucks, you're not gonna play through that game. So it was fresh enough for me to like really enjoy. As for a story, I mean, I told you about this like personally, but the story's like safe, I guess is the best way I can put it. It's like fine. It's like
it's serviceable.
oh yeah,
It's there, you know.
it's like a story that strings the fucking events together, and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know.
think
Yeah,
they said they wanted to. I mean, it definitely is an homage to those older JRPGs, like you were saying. But they were like, yeah, we just want to tell like a story, like you know, like you have to save the world,
yeah,
adventurers
it's
go
like
out, like,
so
you know, it's
safe.
there.
Yeah, I like when I was playing it on stream, I was like questioning. I was like, why the fuck is this here? Why is this a thing? What the fuck is this monster? Why am I fighting a giant fucking like owl? I don't get it. And then I'm like giving the game a hard time for like having like a weird story.
Yeah,
And then immediately after that I started playing Super Mario RPG. And then I'm like, oh, never mind. This game's weird too, actually. All these games are weird.
it's just one of
Everything's
those-
fucking weird, yeah.
You're just like, well, it's just one of those things, you know.
Yeah, it's like I accepted it for like I'm like, and you know, now I think about it, if I go back in time, if like I play Chrono Trigger, which is like one of my favorite games, classic JRPG, right? I bet
Yeah.
you it's just as fucking weird. I bet you if you played it, for example, you've never played CT, right?
no.
Yeah,
I
bet
finally
you
put it on
if-
Steam Deck though.
I didn't play the great on Steam Deck, so yeah. But if you play it, I bet you would be like, why the fuck am I fighting this like gigantic computer? And like I would be like, oh, I guess that is kind of weird. How did you mention it? So
I mean, it's what do you call it? Just like one of those hero stories. Even when I did play the beginning of Chrono Trigger, just
uh-huh.
it's just like kid gets up from bed.
Yeah,
wakes
it's
up.
really, it's stereotypical, right? It's like super stereotypical.
You know, like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you like wake up and then you're like,
Go to the
oh.
festival.
Yeah, you go to the fair and then something weird happens. So it's like
Oh.
it's actually stereotypical, but Sea of Stars is fine. I think it's really charming for what it is. It's not
Mhm.
a full price game. It's not $70 or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's acceptably priced, and the devs put in a lot of work into it. And even after the game came out, they patched it like a ton of times. There's balance patches and like bug fixes, and they're adding content and stuff. So they still kind of care about it, even though it's a single player game. They could have just shipped it and been like, all right, we're done, like whatever, you know, whatever. So they're still kind of working on it, which I appreciate. So I mean, if you like JRPGs and you're kind of like missing like the classic kind of vibe, I would give it a look. It's on Game Pass?
And that was demo
and
too.
Game Pass, yeah.
Yeah, there's a demo on Game Pass. If you subscribe to this, at least the middle tier PlayStation Plus, it's on that as well. You can just grab the game for it's like free, quotation marks free, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think Ed had said there's a demo. I remember playing the demo and
there is a demo, yeah.
yeah, the demo is really good. It gives you exactly what the game probably is.
It's like
and
that for like 30 more hours, yeah.
for 30 more hours or 20 something hours, yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up playing the previous game they made, The Messenger, which is like a 2D platformer instead of this
very
game.
different game. Yeah.
Very
That's a
very
very
different,
different
but
game.
holy crap, that game is awesome too. Like they really have a good attention to detail with like pixel art and the music. I don't know if like the
Oh,
music
that reminds
was
me.
bopping,
Yeah,
but holy
yeah. Sea of
crap.
Stars had a
Man.
guest composer on the soundtrack of Mitsuda Yasunori,
Yeah.
who
From
is the main
Chrono-
composer of Chrono Trigger
Yeah.
and Chrono Cross. So
Oh.
that's like a big kind of cameo kind of thing
Yeah.
where it's like, hey, I know like you probably like Chrono Trigger. Here's like the composer from that game you like. So it's
Like,
really cool.
If you want the max nostalgia,
Yeah, it's
here you go.
it's a good nod towards that
So,
whole
like,
era of games.
At the beginning of the game, it's just like between a male and a female character. Like, does that affect anything in the
No,
story? or
like
not?
nothing, like absolutely
Oh,
nothing.
okay,
You
okay.
could even change. You can be like, I don't like this character. You can change the character to control them.
There's also like Star Ocean. Not was it? Yeah, Star Ocean.
Star
where
Ocean,
you
yeah,
can-
think of Star Ocean.
Star
Yeah,
Ocean remake too, where you
Yeah. you pick. Yeah,
between like male and female.
Yeah.
They have like slightly different story. I thought it was more of that.
it's absolutely not like that. It's like fucking.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, dude. It like doesn't matter. Yeah.
I,
It's just
I,
a throwaway.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
gonna ask, do they have? Is there a ninja in the game by any
There,
chance?
yeah,
Like a-
there kind of is. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay, I'm wondering
Yeah.
because in
Messenger.
the messenger there is actually a temple that's dedicated to the Sea of Stars. There's a star and a sun. in
Oh,
the
that's kinda
temple,
cool.
And they look the same. Yeah, and I was like, oh, so
That's
this
kind
is.
of cool.
I guess they were always planning for this. So okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. I guess yeah, we're up to our number ones now. The big ones. Our
one.
favorite game of that we played. Your game
Like not
could be
even games that
completely
came
different.
out last year, but games that we played last year.
that we
yeah.
played last year. Yeah, which is last year to be honest, there were so many games. I know we talked about it throughout the year that just came out and that they were all just really good. I mean, you had started out with Hi-Fi Rush, then you went to Resident Evil 4 remake
Emblem
and
Engage.
Fire. That even came. Jeez, Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
Engage.
Forgot about that. Yeah, forgot about that.
I think we forgot about what was it? Was it actually called Project Triangle? Still at the end of the day, what was that?
It was
game
called Triangle
maybe, I
Strategy.
Yeah, that came out.
Octopath Traveler 2.
Yep, Octopath Traveler 2 came out, which people said that was slept on. Maybe it was Octopath Traveler 2 that came out, and then Triangle Strategy was the year before. It wasn't both the same year, was it?
You know what game I didn't even think about? Fuck FF16. That was last year.
I put it in the thumbnail. I
That's
made a
so
quick
funny.
thumbnail.
Didn't even cross my mind. We
Yeah,
were like,
yeah.
what's the best game of last year? I'm like, I don't know. Sea of Stars.
I made a quick thumbnail, and I was like, oh, I don't know what Alex might put up, but I remember he played. He might say it might make number 3 or something like that.
That's so
That
fucking
game
funny.
didn't release last year. I'll be the judge of that. Until that game released on PC, that game will release yet.
It hasn't released yet.
That's
I mean,
so funny.
I'll be the judge of that.
That is so fucking funny. Like, I didn't even think about it. I didn't think of 16, to be honest. Yeah. I
It's,
like the game. Don't get me wrong. I like it.
Oh,
When you're
dude,
like-
Street Fighter 6 is an
yeah,
amazing
Street
game.
Fighter 6.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6.
What else did we have fighting wise?
Mortal
Of course,
Kombat
Mortal Kombat
11.
1.
Hogwarts Legacy.
L1, I mean.
Hogwarts Legacy.
And everyone's favorite game, Forspoken.
Hey man, Forspoken. I forgot about that because it came out right next to Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, Diablo
A
4,
week later.
Spider-Man 2.
Diablo 4, oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
We said Armored Core 6 too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Armored Core
Armored Core
6.
6.
Liza P.
Yep.
P5T. I don't know anyone who played that.
Wait, which
Oh,
one?
P5, yeah, P5T.
Oh, P5.
Yeah.
Persona 5 Tactica came out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Son
do
of-
not
yeah.
know anyone who played that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of
lot
course,
of
yeah,
games.
Tears of the Kingdoms came out. That was technically last year.
Holy shit. There's a lot of shit that came out last
yeah,
year. And
yeah.
I
If you
just,
look at the
didn't
list
even
last
think
year,
I fucking
it's
think about.
stupid. It's actually stupid how many games came out last year that you could not play all of if you tried to.
Yeah,
This
no, I'm
year,
just
though.
madness.
This year, though.
This year,
is gonna
thank
be
you
insane, too.
to.
January and February alone, dude.
Are like
I-
packed, yeah. Or
But y'all know what I'm
fucking
waiting
packed, yeah.
for. You know what I'm waiting for. Woo! March. Let's go.
Well, what's in
one.
March?
Oh,
Princess
the
Peach
game,
Showtime.
the
Come
Peach
on
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Gotta remember, man. Princess Peach
I-
is coming.
Yeah, sorry. How could I
I
forget?
don't know. I don't know, man.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll hop on into our number
If
ones.
fucking Princess Peach is not your number one game next year, I'm gonna be like, you're a sham, dude.
Oh,
You're
I,
fucking,
no,
yeah.
I don't know if it'll be my number one.
No,
Now,
yeah.
Since Hellblade 2, man, I'm waiting for that Senua's Saga.
Wait, you
I'm-
seem way more hype for Princess Peach than you are for
right?
anything else.
So Princess
yeah.
Peach is I'm just gonna have freaking fun with that game. That's like Mario Odyssey was for me this last year. I had so much fun playing Mario Odyssey. I didn't think I would, but I had a lot of fun. Like I feel like the magic with Nintendo games is how they can still make you smile. You know, that you
Yeah.
don't have that with a lot of games. Like it was fun.
Xenoblade 2 made me lose my smile for like 5 years.
It's funny.
Some Nintendo games, asterisk mark.
That's funny.
Xenoblade 2 not included. Yeah, let's hop on into the last little bit here with our number one games of the year. Mine, I absolutely freaking fell in love with Lies of P. I played it off stream. Chat redeemed for me to play on stream this year. And normally I don't play a lot of games twice. I honestly, when I finished this game, I was like, I got to play more. I got to play more. So I'm happy to play it again on stream.
Is it like a new game plus kind of thing or what?
Yeah, there's New Game Plus, and I am debating whether I do New Game Plus or because I can't rewind to the very beginning. I already started it, so it's like a little bit of the ways through the game.
You have to like make a new save file.
So I'd have to make a new save file or something like that. Just like an amazing Souls-like, Bloodborne-like. Bloodborne was the first Souls game I actually finished.
Mhm.
And so it left a huge impression on me. And for me, like whatever I compare to a Soulsborne or Souls-like or whatever, like it always goes back to Bloodborne for me. And this game just had everything from the environment, like the architecture, the world that you're in, the kind of mythology that you're like when you're learning about. I like how the story is actually presented to you through the characters as well. Like it's not like from FromSoft games, you have to like figure that crap out. You got to read every item description, and then you still don't know what you're reading. You still don't know what's actually happening to connect the dots. Sometimes it's very open to interpretation at points, but Lies of P is pretty straightforward, and they told some good story with good characters, and they give you good rewards for kind of going down those quest lines. But yeah, it takes something that we all know, Pinocchio, and the story.
It's based on Pinocchio.
It is, yeah.
Of course, I know.
Oh, sorry. The P stands for,
and that's why he's lying. But they have, you have Jiminy Cricket in there. Jiminy's there, Geppetto's there, and of course, we got Tony Stark looking man, and his robots.
Do you fight the whale?
Yeah, do you go inside the whale and you beat the shit out of it?
There is no whale though, unless I can't remember. I don't remember a whale. But the game, what they do that's different is, like I said, they get the stuff that a lot of people don't get right. I played Lords of the Fallen, which has an awesome world, but they do not get the combat right at times. It has its own feel, and they don't get like just that. I don't know. There's something about this minute feeling, like when you feel like the game did you wrong versus it's just your mistake. It was your, and every time I messed up in this game, that's how I felt. I never felt like the
game was cheap.
The game was cheap. They didn't have jump like enemy placements in the wrong spot, like where they meant to funnel you and kill you as hard as possible. Like they gave you customization with every weapon. The fact that you can disassemble it and put it in combination with another weapon, so the combat has another dimension to it. The bosses are great, and then just it's polished. It's super polished. I would have never thought that this is their first game or second game, whatever game it is for them. They knocked it out of the park, and I can't wait for the sequel. Whatever. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I can't wait to see what they do next within this kind of universe of fantasies. The best compliment you can say is at the end of the game or even halfway through the game, I'm like, you sure this wasn't made by From? You sure this wasn't a From game?
Oh, like that's how good it was? Like,
that's how good it is. You would have swore ex-FromSoft people just went over there and made the game. Or
maybe
was
they
it From
stole,
game?
maybe they kidnapped them.
I don't know. Korea putting it up this year. We got this in
Korea.
Stellar Blade, man. Come on, the butts is coming.
And so will I. Sorry, it's so good. That game looks just really good, right?
It looks really good.
It looks really good. Holy shit.
I don't know what else to say. If you have Game Pass, it is still on Game Pass, and you can.
It's also on fucking like the App Store.
What?
Like for Mac OS, yeah. So when the new MacBooks launched in October,
What?
they were like, you can game on a MacBook. Go to the App Store and download Resident Evil 8 and Lies of P. And I'm like, who the fuck is buying a MacBook and like, I don't play Lies of P on this?
I'll play Lies of P for this. Yeah, let's go. I
feel like anyone who buy a MacBook wouldn't be that much of a gamer that's gonna play Lies of P.
Yeah,
they're probably gonna look at Resident Evil like,
like.
Yeah, when they launched the MacBooks, they're like, you can play Resident Evil 4, you can play Resident Evil Village, and Lies of P. I'm like, okay, but why though?
Why those?
Yeah.
What if they say you can play Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne 3?
I would.
You would have done it.
That'd be so fucking crazy.
You would have done it.
You would have done it. Yeah. All right.
AppleCon, whatever the
got you.
called.
They got
Shin
you.
Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne.
That'd be so fucking like so niche. Like, yeah, you can. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't imagine. Yeah, SMT like was it 4 Mania or whatever? What was the second version of 4?
I don't know. Apocalypse. Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah, Apocalypse. Yeah.
4 Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Lies of P, they are teasing that they're gonna have like another like those like storybooks character at the end of Lies of P in the post-credit scene. I mean, people already know. They already teased it. So yeah.
Well, what is it?
It's Dorothy.
They're teasing Dorothy. Yeah.
From the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Dorothy.
Oh,
I forgot. I forgot which one is it Alice in Wonderland or like Dorothy? Yeah,
It's
Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Wizard
I
of
was in
Oz.
Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Wizard
That's
of Oz.
sick.
Wizard of Oz.
And it's gonna be
'cause
like a Souls like.
You see the red shoes, yeah.
Well, that
we-
sounds cool. Yeah.
we don't know what it will. I assume it will be, but yeah,
Like a
she clicks her.
Souls-like?
Yeah, she clicks
I
her heels
feel
3
like
times
it's
at
either
the
a
end.
DLC. I feel like it's either a DLC or a sequel.
A sequel.
Or a
Full-on
sequel type
yeah.
thing. Yeah. With this story, they do kind of let it out at the very end. But
I would love
man.
a Souls like Alice game. That's crazy. Yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
A Wizard of Oz.
Oh, is it
But-
Wizard of Oz? That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's,
It's
that's
Dorothy.
Dorothy then.
Yeah.
That's Dorothy.
Dorothy is
Then,
Wizard
yeah.
of Oz.
But
Yeah.
but what's cool is if they continue to kind of do what they're doing and it all works out, like, you might actually see them do an Alice in Wonderland because they're hunting characters for a reason, specific characters. So
Oh
Yeah.
man, next up is Steamboat Willie. None of the copyright
Steamboat,
expired.
it's coming.
Steamboat
Here
Willie.
we go. Woo,
Because the
woo.
copyright expired. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my number 1 game of the year for last year, and shout outs to that dev. They Round 8 Studios, they did an amazing job, and they did a great job patching the game afterwards in terms of updating it to make sure that it was more accessible, because there was not a quick roll in that game. Like, you got knocked down, it was a hard knockdown.
Like
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like how many 30 frames of like
You had
getting
to
back
like
up?
just and that it's because it was a skill. It was a skill, and people were like, "This is whack," and they like, "Yo, let's patch this up." All right,
That's
Get it
good
from
on
the
them.
jump.
Did you finish the game before or after the patch?
Before the patch.
That's
I
funny.
finished it before the patch, but after the first patch, which toned down the difficulty for, I think, a couple of bosses.
Oh yeah.
So you fucking I see.
So
okay.
I don't know what the original difficulty people were really
like
complaining
really it
about.
was really hard.
Yeah, I don't know how
also
much
like
more
a
harder,
few
but
complain about it. Yeah.
Perry
People
kids.
were really complaining about it.
That's like
Perry.
I beat FF15 before they patched out, or not patched out, but patched chapter 13. It's sort of like, oh, we know it's annoying, we'll change it.
Same, dude.
And
Same, dude.
I beat the game before they patched it, and I was like, well, I'll never get to enjoy that patch. I fucking
I will never replay this game ever again.
Oh man.
Dude, after the patch, that game became so good, but I will never touch that game ever again.
I have tried to replay 15. I reinstalled it, and I'm like in the beginning of the game, we're just getting in the car for the first time. And then all the quests are like, we'll go to this location and then kill 10 monsters. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to fucking go that route. I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah.
So, is it my turn next?
It
is,
is
right?
your turn.
Number 1, yeah.
My big one for the game of the year, the game that I played, the big one is One Piece Odyssey.
Oh gosh, I got the wrong video.
no,
excuse me. Okay, let me
dude,
go back.
I'm kidding.
Let me
I'm
go
kidding.
back.
There's no way I will put One Piece Odyssey in my game of the year. The hell, I played that shit in January and I finished on February.
You binged it. You binged the fuck out of it.
No, he
yeah.
usually finishes a game in a week. That game
Yeah,
got
dude.
not binged.
Yeah. But yeah, for real, my number 1 game of the year is Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
And of course, the expansion pass, Phantom Liberty. What amazing storyline, amazing gameplay. After the patch, of course, patch 2.0, what makes me fall in love with that
Like
game.
really made the game good. Yeah.
I tried to play that game back in 2020,
Uh-huh.
and it just I don't know, like it just wasn't good enough for me, so I refunded it. And then 3 years later, I came back, and I fell in love with it. It's so good. It's so good that it made me replay Witcher 3, and that game is also amazing too.
That's
goddamn.
funny. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the Phantom Liberty DLC, you have Idris Elba. The storyline in that game is, I feel like after I replayed Witcher 3 and the expansion pass, and I played the whole Cyberpunk 2077 storyline. I feel like Phantom Liberty is like big CD Projekt Red storytelling. It was that good. Dude, everything you did in that game feels so cool. I've never feel so cool playing a game before Cyberpunk 2077, because like the way you character hold their katana, your like knife, your
Yeah.
guns. It just feels so cool, dude.
You know
I
what?
don't know.
You know what's the sickest reload in that game is the Johnny
Yeah.
reload animation.
Yeah, it's just like you spin the gun.
When you
around
spin the
and you
gun,
put
it's
it
so
in the-
sick.
it's
Yeah,
so sick,
yeah. When you do like a flashback segment where you control Johnny for a little bit, and like the way that he reloads his pistol is like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, just spinning around, and then that same gun also have like a fire attachment. You can just melee people and then insta kill people with it. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
cool.
sick. It's so good.
That
yeah.
game is so cool. You don't even have a stealth skill. It just called cool. It's just cool attribute. It isn't called cool. The stealth attribute is called cool attribute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, like give game a second chance, and it will just like improve your you know, your horizon, because like this might become one of my favorite game of all time. It's actually good. This game is so good. I have to 100% it, dude.
That's
I
actually
have
really
never-
impressive because
yeah.
I never even did that. Yeah.
I have never
Dang.
like tried to 100% a game. This game, like I feel the need to like 100% it because I love it so much. But yeah,
Oh, that's
it
what's
is
up.
amazing.
I mean, I did watch. I watched some of the base game and Phantom Liberty post patch. I think, yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
the
kind of
point.
like Baldur's Gate 3 for me, right? It's like one of those
Mm.
games. Like for me, I'm not the best with first person combat, like Western RPGs. It's hard
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me
yeah.
to get into, but I love when there's just like a good story, and I was just like hooked. I was like, man, I don't want to spoil myself, but I'm like, I find myself just listening to the conversations, and I'm like,
Mm.
dang, man, this acting is so
Oh, yeah, the way
good.
characters talk is also
Dang.
cool too. It's so good.
like I feel like I'm in a movie or like
Yeah, yeah.
it sounds dumb, but it's true.
Right,
Like,
it's so good. Did you watch Cyberpunk? What's it called?
I still haven't watched Edge
Edge
Runners yet.
Runners, yeah.
I
Oh, yeah,
started and but I need to go back and watch it.
There's an
Yeah.
item in the game that just like the main character, like main what's it called, cyber item. What's it called again? I
His
forget.
like
The
his,
cyber
his implant thing. Yeah.
yeah, cyber implant, and
Yeah.
just like it feels like you are that character when you use that cyber implant, because you just like stop time, yeah, and then you can resume it again and stop time again. It's so good, dude.
Oh,
I-
the
I
Sandy,
don't know.
the Sandy,
Yeah,
right?
stand up instant. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that.
it's like the Apogee, the David version. So it's like a different. I don't know if they have it in the base game before
They
the, like,
patched
the
it
stuff.
and they patched
Oh,
it.
okay, that's why. Yeah.
Because like when I played 2077, I actually beat the game before patch 1.5 even.
You
Like
Dude, you need to trust me.
Like-
you need to go back to that game.
like replay
because
it.
the skill system is
Mm.
so good now.
Yeah, because I
when I
beat the
played in
game.
20, I wasn't a fan of it.
It's like a brand new game now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does.
because I beat the game at launch, so
Oh yeah,
I
it's
was
definitely
like,
a brand new game.
yeah. So I beat the game at launch, and then like they patched in all the new stuff, so I didn't get to touch any of that.
Legit
the
playing
last
Cyberpunk
patch,
2.
the last patch they have is like to add a metro system. The thing that is actually like missing from the trailer, they finally added that. They have to like add 3 years.
Best
to
ongoing
development.
game, man. They did it.
Yeah, best ongoing game. Yeah,
I love the fact that
I-
like a fucking single player game is ongoing. Like,
yeah.
But
That's how much they love that game, honestly, dude. Because like I cannot wait for like the rumored Cyberpunk 2
the sequel,
game.
right?
Yeah. Cyberpunk Red or something. But yeah.
I think they're working on a sequel. I think they said they're straight up doing
Oh
a
yeah,
sequel.
it's like
now.
it's like
yeah.
two. Yeah.
They are like 2078 or whatever.
Yeah,
they're calling it,
yeah. But yeah, like if you have played this game and then you want to replay it. If you haven't got the chance to play this game, go
Mm.
buy it. I implore you to buy it not on sale.
Like
I implore you.
full price.
Yeah.
Full
This,
price.
this
Go
man
buy
said, "I
full
have
price.
respect for the devs
Yeah,
now.
go buy
they
full
earned me
price.
back. They earned me
Same
back."
as Baldur's Gate 3, honestly. Like both of those games, buy it on full price.
I can, so I can honestly, I understand how that is. Like that's how I felt when I bought Baldur's Gate 3. I did buy it for 10% off, but I'm like, I don't want them to sell it for any less. I'm cool paying for this. Like, let's go. I did have one question for the Phantom Liberty DLC. Is that something you naturally kind of like go into like when you finish the game, or is that something
Uh,
that's like midway through?
No, it's like
Or
side content,
it's
right?
midway through. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
midway
Okay.
through. Like after you finish like a certain story point,
Mhm.
you're gonna get like a signal to tell you like, hey, Fee, like go to this area.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need to
it's a
tell you
new area,
something.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
You can also like start the game on the expansion, and it just skip the prologue of the game, like Act 1 of the game.
Oh, thank God.
think-
That's awesome. Oh,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
God.
dude.
Oh, what?
You can
Yeah.
skip Act 1.
Because Act 1 is so long. It's so long.
Yeah.
Bad
Yeah.
long? Good long?
I
Bad
tried to
long?
do I tried to do a second playthrough but like before 2.0 dropped, and I was like before okay, I don't want to like really spoil
It's
it, but
basically like more linear in Act 1 because like only like, you only meet few people, a certain people.
yeah, like
Okay.
like in the
And then you
trailer.
need to finish it to unlock the full story. The full city, I mean.
Yeah, because like in all the trailers leading us, it's like, oh, you're gonna have like Keanu Reeves with you the whole time. Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
Reeves.
like no one's actually there with you. Just
You have to
No,
play
no,
like
yeah.
you have to play like 2 hours before you even get that point. Like it's so long.
I feel like it's 10 hours because
It's-
it's more than like 2 hours. Definitely.
It's crazy, yeah. Like the
Dang.
first act, like before the whole city opens up, like it's a long time.
there we go. Cyberpunk 2077 Edge Runners.
And-
No, not Edge Runners. That's the anime.
Phantom Liberty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm looking.
that's the
Sorry,
anime.
I was
Phantom
no,
Liberty.
I was looking at the YouTube video that just rolled on. It was like Edge Runners
Edge
update.
Runners.
I was like, oh gosh, no, Phantom Liberty.
My only
which has the
complaint
Edge
about
Runners
this
update
game.
included.
My only complaint about this game is just like so much nudity, dude. I never see like so much nude people in a video game.
Man said too many.
I love that like there's like
That's too much,
strippers.
dude. Come on, dude.
There's
Give
like
me naked
strippers
cows
with like no
instead.
panties. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like strippers that are just like on the street. They're not wearing underwear. Yeah.
I'll be just walking around and it's like, oh, hi, nipple, hi.
Yeah. So I didn't know this. So I maybe you experienced. I don't know who you dated when you played the base game.
Panam, yeah.
Okay, so I also did Panem. I thought this was part of the story, but apparently it was a glitch. But like after you like have sex with her, when you get gameplay, like when you start playing the game again,
Yeah.
you're supposed to have all your clothes on, but like there's a glitch where like you're naked after that scene.
Oh, I have my clothes on.
Yeah,
That's
and
definitely the glitch.
I thought it was part of the story because it makes sense because you just finished having sex, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I was like, oh, I'm naked and I have to do a fight. I get it. Okay, let me get all my equipment back on. I didn't know that was a glitch. I didn't know you're not supposed to be naked after that. I'm like, oh no, it's so funny.
that Panam sex scene is just I don't know. Let's move on.
It has said. It has said there is taste and there is not taste. Let's move
yes.
on.
It's so crazy. Dude.
Come cows.
It's pretty weird.
that's-
It's pretty weird. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Scene.
It's insane. It's insane, dude.
Yeah,
We've
it's
talked
pretty
about
weird.
some weird, insane stuff. You had cum cows in this thing as well, so I mean, it can't get any weirder. It can't get any weirder than that today.
Let's move on.
Oh my god.
All right, Alex, what's your number one game of
Yeah, for
2023
sure.
that you
It's
played?
Gungrave Gore.
Oh, well, that was on Game Pass or something.
No, I'm
yeah,
just
let me
kidding.
put
Yeah,
this.
no, like the game's
Okay.
not very good. Game's not very good at all.
Okay.
It's really bad. Yeah, no, I said I guess it has to be like Live Alive. It's just another JRPG, honestly.
Holding the JRPG.
Yeah,
down.
I just legitimately forgot like what I played this year, honestly.
You did
so I'm
spend
like,
a lot of time on it.
I did. It's a good game. So what it is, it's a remake of a game that previously only released in Japan on the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it had like a holy shit. It had a cult following in Japan. And I didn't know why, because like I would go to like a book off, which is like a used game store, here in Japan. And I would see copies of Live Alive for like 2,000 yen, which is actually a lot of money for a retro game because you can get like Chrono Trigger for like 100 yen, right? Or FF6 for 100 yen. So it was always like, why is this game so expensive? What is so good about this game? I never really knew because it had like a limited run. It didn't sell very well at the time. And then it got a remake, and this is the first time that you could play the game outside Japan in English and other languages. So like, all right, I'm gonna give this game a try. I need to know like why this game is loved by such a small audience, like it's so niche. And on the surface level, it's like a very, very basic JRPG. It's like the story just like, I don't know what the fuck's that. Like, I don't even care about the story right now. But the game is divided into eras. So you do like 2 hours of like present day, let's say, and then you do 2 hours of like ancient Japan, and you do like 2 hours of like ancient China, and you do 2 hours of the future. And like as you go through these chapters, they're all like disjointed, and you're like, I don't understand what this has to do with this and how this is related to what I just played 2 hours ago. But once you've done all the eras, that's when it suddenly comes together. And just the way that it came together, it's not like the most amazing story twist I've ever experienced. But I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. I can really appreciate that. So it's only like a 20-hour RPG. It's about as long as Chrono Trigger, like a little bit shorter than CT.
It's standard back in the day length.
Yeah, so if you're just like, oh, I'm bored. Like, I want to binge out a JRPG for the weekend. Like, I don't want to commit to, Persona or anything. I don't want to commit to Final Fantasy. And, like, just pick that up. You can beat it in, like, 3 days. And if you can get the game on sale for, like, 40 USD or cheaper, I'm like, yeah, that's probably where that's at. It's, like, the sweet spot, I would say, for, like, price and how long that game is. So.
I mean, it also has that, was it 2D, HD 2D
art style? Yeah, it's got that.
Nice.
It's the Octopath. It's got the Octopath art style. So, I guess it's just someone that grew up in the era. Like that whole art thing is like the whole retro art style is like near and dear to me. So I can really appreciate preserving really good pixel art. You know what I mean? I think like gaming had its weird like teenage years, if you know what I mean. Like when we hit the N64 PlayStation era, because that's when we were moving on from 2D to 3D. So people tried like really hard to make a good 3D game.
Oh yeah.
But like it was 3D games were in its infancy, so we got weird, bad shit.
We talked about Lara Croft last week.
Sure, and like Castlevania 64, you know what I mean? Like we got stuff like that. Like people are trying to do 3D games, but I think over time, there's been a growing appreciation for like pixel art again and 2D, and like, oh, we don't need to make a 3D game. We don't need it to look really good. We can just make really good pixel art and focus on like that. And I think that's where we get the Octopath art style, because it's like really good 2D. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is definitely I think it's only a Square Enix thing, right? It's like Square's the only company
doing
that
2D HD
that does 2D HD specifically. Like they have a patent over it.
I
actually don't know if they have a patent over it, but for whatever reason, no one else has figured this tech out, right?
Well,
is there anyone else?
Star Ocean remake have that. I don't know if that's a Square Enix.
That's also Square Enix. That's also Square though.
That's also Square Enix.
Square Trice, I think, part of it. But I don't. Heck, if I know. But it's very interesting to see if they'll kind of continue to make more games in this style.
No game comes to mind, honestly. Yeah, Dragon Quest is also Square Enix.
That's also Square Enix. Yeah, but same thing. Yeah. That's Square, same art style. So
yeah. Sweet. Yeah, like Alex said, if you can get it on sale or just like at a nice price point, that whatever you feel comfortable buying, paying for it, definitely go ahead and check it out and pick it up. Like I said, a lot of great games that came out over last year.
Honorable mention though, because I forgot it came out last year. It was Stray.
Wait, was Stray last year?
2023?
Last Stray was 2022.
Oh man, I gotta fucking. Maybe it was.
But if you played it last year, then that's all that matters.
No, it is 2022. It is 2022. No, then yeah, that doesn't count. Then I'll have to say fucking something else. Like I don't know.
Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy or Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, some RPG, I guess.
Or you could always choose a Chilla. Oh, I don't think you played any Chilla's Arts game last year.
I didn't.
Arts.
No.
One of those is on sale right now. I think
they're always on sale.
Well, I mean, it's only like $2 off, and I'm like, I guess I'll grab one of these.
Yeah. What's the new one? The Suicide or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. I guess I might end up picking that up.
Are you gonna get? You should play like some of the games that are like short and popular right now, like Exit 8. That was really big for a bit.
I saw something about.
I heard
that, or I think it was on a list or something that I saw.
Yeah, it's like $5, dude. You should just play it. It's like a 2-hour game. You can stream it for one night.
Is this also from the same people that?
It's not. It looks like it, but it's not.
Oh, I thought it was like the Kowloon people or something like that. Dude, that Kowloon game, that junk, bro. I would love to see you play that.
I hate scary games.
I know, that's why I would love to see you play it. It would even be.
I would have to get like I'll get like really drunk, so I like don't know what's happening. And we're like, oh, it's weird. Yeah. No, get Exit 8. It's like $5, 2 hours long. It's not that scary. I don't even think it's meant to be really scary. So
Every time I want to get this game called Hollow Cocoon. It looks pretty good, like almost like a not Silent Hill. What's the other one? Fudge with the camera. I'm blanking.
oh, Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame kind of
Oh,
art.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is one of those moments where you go, I feel old. What's that game called again? Well, let me think. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for us this week. As always, shout outs to Dehe and Alex for those awesome picks. I think we walked away with some good games. Honestly, I think you could play any game that we suggested and probably end up walking away having had a good time.
Having a blast.
It's so funny that like I feel like I picked 3 random ass JRPGs and not even like the big ones from last year, like Xenoblade or FF16 or anything, or Forspoken.
Forspoken is not a JRPG.
Do you want that to be the go play Forspoken? You'll walk out with having a great time.
Should I play Forspoken? How much is that game?
It's
$70.
You can catch it on sale.
No.
Yeah, you can
Holy
catch. I think
shit.
Steam sale it was half off.
That game will be free on Epic during December.
One
I
day.
feel like it's probably true. It's probably true. Yeah.
Let it roll around next year.
That type of game, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Saints Row was on Epic.
Hey, it was, and I
free
skipped over
game.
that.
Oh, seriously?
It was.
Like,
I
Because
got
it's
it, dude.
The new one?
I got it.
The new one.
Yeah, the new one.
It was.
Oh, damn.
It was New Year's, right? It was like every day they had a new game. It was crazy.
Shit.
I would have grabbed it as fast as I can. Dude.
I would have grabbed it. I would have grabbed it. Yeah.
I did not.
I feel like you need to pay me to get it.
Yeah. That's so funny. All right. No, yeah. Once Forspoken goes on like fucking PS Plus or something, like then I'll play it.
It might. I don't know. It might be on there. It was
Yeah, it
technically
seems like it
like
would
an
be, yeah.
exclusive thing. It seems like it would be. I mean, honestly, from what I played of the demo,
It's fine,
it was
right?
fine.
It's very fine.
It's a very fine game. I think the issue is that they just shouldn't have done a realistic style on that game.
You
There's-
thought it should have
it-
been anime? You think it should be anime?
It could have been anything. It just doesn't have. It's just generic.
Dude, if it
And you're
was
fighting
like an
animals.
anime art style, it would have been so good.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
you're fighting animals, like legit animals that just have been taken over by some plague or something. So you're like, let me go kill this deer real quick. I mean, it's
It's so funny.
just kind of, I don't know. There's some things in it, but
Let me go
combat
kill
is
this
great.
deer.
You put that combat in 16 or 15 and probably have fun. Both of them maybe. Both of them maybe.
Man, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I should replay 15. I never did the DLC, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want to replay 15 right now.
Go kill 10 something.
I never did the DLC for 15, but apparently the last pack, the one with Arden, is supposed to be really good. Did you play 15?
Every
What?
time it's on my wish list.
You've
Yeah,
never
every
played
time
15?
I played the demo, but that's about it.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, it's whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to.
I
honestly.
probably will. I think I need to just go and play Chrono Trigger and 6. I owe it to myself. For
Chrono
listening to
Trigger
those
is like a
music.
25-hour game.
I think they're all those old FFs are just 20 hours. All those
I think
older JRPGs.
six is like maybe a little longer. It's like
A little
30
longer?
hours, maybe, yeah. But like absolutely, like if you started playing Chrono Trigger like this week, you'd be done by next week, honestly.
done.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that's gonna do it for us this week. Next week we'll probably come back. Maybe
Probably. Unless we're all fucking dead, yeah.
Tomorrow is not promised, as they say. You never know. But if we are back, I think we might be talking about some Pal World if we've played it. If we have not, then we
Yeah.
might not talk about Pal World.
5 million sold. I just checked the thing. 5
Wait,
million.
are you serious? It keeps
Yeah,
going
5
up.
million
Ugh.
copies. Yeah, 5 million
Dude.
copies.
I'm telling you, man, the Pokemon fans are hungry. They're all looking. I looked at a Nintendo of America
Yeah, for
post
guns.
that literally was like, "Did you miss this?" And was it Arceus or one of the current Pokemon games or something? It was like, "Did you miss this?" Man, the whole comment section was just flamed. Did you miss Pal World? I was like, "Oh God, this is horrible." These people. Oh man. So
I'm
that's
surprised like
happening.
that many people enjoy a fucking survival game.
I don't like survival games at
I think
all.
we might all have to play it together somehow
To, like,
'cause I
figure
don't,
out,
yeah,
yeah.
because I don't like survival games. I'm with y'all, but maybe the pals doing the work
would
does
make
something.
it better for you.
But I did see. I was watching a streamer I watched today, and he was in his base. Some big Pokemon looking thing came in, started just wailing, and like 12 of his pals just ganged up on that mug, and it was like Kamehameha shooting out. It was the weirdest. It was crazy, but it was funny, and I was like, "This is a nice moment." But I see everything.
This is nice.
This is a nice moment, and then literally he walks out, to a cave or something and shoots a guy in the head because the Team Rocket, you can just shoot him in the head basically in this game.
There's guns in the game. Yeah,
you
it's
just
so
shoot
weird.
them in the head and they just fall over,
jarring,
or you stab them and it's like, what the fuck?
I think that's part of like why people like it or they think it's fun is because it's so jarring at times that you're just like, oh wow, I can't believe you could just do that.
I just want to go through and see all, because I saw Psyduck and I was like, hey, what's up, Psyduck? Oh, that's not Psyduck, but that's Psyduck. Like, I want to see all the lookalikes. I just want to call them out if I know them. That's all. That would be fun.
I saw a tweet that Shuhei Yoshida, what's the PS or the PlayStation?
Yeah,
guy?
Shuhei Yoshida. Yeah.
He was working on like getting password to PlayStation.
Oh really?
He was replying to a guy and then like someone did an article about it.
Holy shit, that's weird because PlayStation does not have early access games.
Yeah, so it's weird.
Oh, is that the whole deal that they don't have early access games?
Yeah, there's no early access games on PlayStation. Xbox has them. They're called like game previews or something like that. But
I saw it today on Epic as well. I didn't realize it because Epic doesn't have it highlighted. Like Steam has it in like was it green?
Yeah, it's like
green
early access.
Yeah, so you see it, but Epic it's like grayed out black. Like it's a black background. You can't really see like, oh, this is early access.
Speaking of Epic, do you know who's coming to Fortnite tomorrow?
I was like, do you know who's coming to town? I'm like, who?
Who is it?
John Cena back?
Solid Snake.
Are you serious?
Solid Snake? Are you serious?
No. Are you serious?
He's in the battle pass. He's in the battle pass. He's like, he has like a no. I'm not. I swear
fake
to
news.
God.
We claiming the fake news on this one.
I swear to God.
You could say fucking anything today. Like you could play like Joe Biden. I'm like, oh okay, cool. I guess so. Yeah.
God. You can look it up yourself.
Fortnite Solid Snake will release on January 23rd, 2024.
I have the battle pass, so I can unlock him. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock Solid Snake in Fortnite.
Fucking.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, let me pull this up on screen really quick for everybody.
I'm surprised you guys haven't heard this.
Holy crap! He looks
does.
good.
He looks like his smash render. He looks like his smash was a model.
Yo, I can't fucking believe this. I can't fucking believe this,
dude,
man.
I can't believe you guys didn't
he
hear
looks
this.
Good. The worst part is that he looks good. Well, Old Snake should never smile.
You know who else? You know who else in the battle
Griffin.
And Peter Griffin, yeah.
Oh
I have Peter Griffin. I've been playing as Peter Griffin for a while.
Oh my god, I hate this game so much.
Do we? Okay.
It's fun, dude.
Okay.
It's fun.
Okay. Do we believe that this year is Konami's year?
For what?
That Konami is
Fortnite.
So Konami. So they have Metal Gear Solid Delta. I don't know if that's coming out this year, but they also have Silent Hill 2. That's the most games they've released in 3. But I mean, those are pretty huge games.
They will definitely like play into the year, but it's definitely not their year.
and I think the thing that's hiding out is Castlevania. I think Castlevania is still hiding out somewhere. It's coming back.
I feel like Simon Bell will appear in Fortnite one day. I'm not gonna lie.
At this
probably
point,
in the next
the door's
battle
open.
Sorry, I just can't get over how dumb this is.
Did people finally? I wonder if this is also the year people gave up on the metaverse and just said it's done.
Why I can't get over the Peter Griffin and Solid Snake.
I'm surprised because you didn't hear about this. This was like a few months ago.
No,
this is a few months ago.
No, like last month, I think.
I'm like, I was
eating chicken nuggets or something. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In just 2 days. Oh my goodness. He looks good though. I gotta say he looks good. Is this another time ahead where I gotta go step into Fortnite?
I mean, yeah, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
It's fun. Like every time
this has been my main shooter for a while now because I don't care about Apex or like
I feel like it's
anything
less
else.
stressful than Apex. It's less sweaty.
It is because it's just fun, dude. You can
hop-
go to Peter house, not Peter house. It's not the iconic Peter house. This is just a Peter house, and you can kill Peter, and then you can get the iconic Peter shotgun.
It's so ridiculous. It's like legitimately, this is the stupidest fucking game ever in the world of everything.
It is good, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I was hating this game for a while, but when I started playing it, it's really good. It's fun.
Every time we've played it, we've had fun, and I think I played it
especially
at the end of last year.
The non-build mode.
No build mode, right? Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah. And like I actually play that game
on
PC too. I've been playing with the finals as well.
The finals, yeah.
It's actually pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie, I got a squad together and it was fun. I've actually kind of enjoyed parts of it. It's got some good mechanics, and it's fluid. It is actually a fluid game. So yeah. Anyways, we've overstayed our welcome. The snake is out, along with.
Oh my god, the snake is out
tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Yeah. The snake is out. We're gonna go kill the cum cow.
Yep. Oh gosh, no, not with the snake. Oh no, all right, we're out of here. We're out of here. There's too many innuendos going on over here, along with some other stuff. Anyways, before we leave, Alex, where can they find you?
I'm streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/street24. I'm doing a ghost trick actually, so that's been pretty fun. So nice. Come hang. Yeah, it's a really cool mystery game involving ghosts. So yeah, come hang out.
All right, what about you?
You can find me on Just Ehe on Fortnite.
He said he's looking for some friends on Fortnite. Yeah. You want to play? That sounds horrible.
My voice cracked when I say Fortnite, dude.
Dude, you really are a Fortnite fan. You really are a fucking Fortnite. You're the right demographic for that. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You can find me on Just Ehe on Twitter too, but mainly on Fortnite.
There we go. Send that man a friend request. Let him know you heard it from the UGP cast. Or it just looks like spam. And he'll turn you down. There you go. And you can find me at NinjaTrixta on Twitch. Currently streaming Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. It's a lot of fun. A great Metroidvania, actually. Great mechanics and everything. So I don't think I'm playing anything else other than a little bit of Tears of Kingdom. And next month, we're doing some Valentine's games. I'll be playing Catherine, full body, along with Banishers and Haven.
You're playing Catherine? Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Can you stream that on Steam?
I think so, yeah.
On Twitch? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
yeah. It's not on the list. It's not on the list.
I'm just surprised.
If you can
dude.
stream a cum cow on Twitch, you can sure as we're gonna get.
I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised you even play Catherine.
I've always wanted to play it.
It's a puzzle game kind of thing. You like puzzle games, right?
Yeah. I wanted to play it ever since it came out. I just never got around to in college. And then, So we were doing that, and I'll be doing that Chinese. What's the FMV game where it's like love? It's not Love Is All Around. It's something. Anyways, another FMV game.
All right, sounds good.
There we go. So we'll catch you all later, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great week, and see you later.
Goodbye.
Watch out for the cow. Or just go play Fortnite.
Yeah, the cow will be in next season Battle Pass.
With Snake.